Hi, welcome to my channel, KTB IOM. Today I'm back on the YMG, 75-pound mark weight, measured 106 at 32 inches. I'm trying out my 250 spine arrows again. This time round I have on the red fletch, on the red marking, sorry, I have 350 grain points. On the white markings I've got 300 grain points, and on the blue marking I've got 200 grain points. So I'm going to shoot a few of these, some in slow motion, just to see which kind of feels best for the bow. I mean, so far it seems to be that the heavier the arrow the better it goes, and similar with the more FOC the better. So I'll put in the stats for the weights of the arrows and the FOC in the on the video later, and I'm just going to do some shooting at the bottle there, just to see how accurate it is. I'm also going to be trying some different types of YMG, torque, patra, to see whether I can get a cleaner release. So far with this bow I'm having a lot of fishtailing and, you know, contact on the arrow pass. Oh, the other thing, since last time I checked my arrow pass, which had been the original leather piece since December, and I noticed that it was starting to thin and you could see some of the indentation from the whipping on it. So I've replaced it with some ray skin. So it's just basic on the side. I've sanded down the contact point on the side here, and you can see the contrast between the original rougher side and the sanded down bit, so it's gone a bit more white. So I also like the ray skin because it gives you quite a bit of audible feedback, so you hear the scraping sound as the arrows go through. So let's take some shots. So I'm going to take 3 shots with each type of arrow. So first the 350 grain on the red fletch, and I need to take it slowly because I don't want to overdo it. And I'm using the snakewood sugachi for the shoots. Okay. Got a bit of forward hatcher on that one. Let's try for more of a push from the YMG. So trying this one. So finger up, the knuckle on the index finger pointing up, and then wrap your hand around, index out of the way, and the objective should be that when I push with a bow, the bow's in this direction. So I'm pushing in that direction. Ooh, that felt good. Bit of a strain on this shoulder actually for that one. The jolt just went through. Right, let's try the 300 grain. With a different kind of YMG. On Kadju. That felt good, and that was a hit. Let's try again, find another 300 grain point. Oh, that's gone a bit high. last 300 grain point. Right, let's try the 200 grain points. These are going to be quite light. So with the 300 grain there are 664 grains, these will be like 560 grains, which will be on the 5 GPP mark, more or less. Let's see how they do. That's straight. And the last 200. So, and my hands are feeling a bit of the strain of the bow. But this grip is quite good compared to the other ones. Right. Might as well just have a look. Oops. Go there. So, red arrows. So red, red and red. So the red veering right a bit, although the bottle has moved. That one's almost on top of the bottle. So maybe more practice with the red. The white arrows. This one was a weird MJG, so that one's just completely off. That one hit the bottle and that one's quite close, so I'm happy with those two. And then with the 200 grain, this one's through the bottle as well. This one's close and that one's a bit further out. So, all in all, yeah, I think the 300 grain are probably, apart from that one, are probably the best. Although blue and white are similar kind of outlier, so these two together, that one separate. And the reds, two out, one in. So, right, let's try again. Although it's getting easier to shoot the YMG, I'm going to swap over to the Mujin to give myself a break because I don't want to overdo it. I can feel it on my shoulders, on my back, the strain of the YMG, and I think shooting too many arrows close together is doesn't allow time to for recovery. So I'm going to do the Mujin, which is rated 55, but came out at 75 pounds at 32 inches. So it feels a lot more comfortable than the YMG. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting there with the YMG. I'm just not quite there yet. So let's try the same arrows to and see what happens. Okay. So that was a 350 grain. I have to say, with the Mujin, when I first got it, it was I didn't quite get the handle of it. It was like left, right. It was a bit unpredictable, but in the last couple of weeks, it's kind of really gelled with the Mujin, and it's shooting quite nicely. Oh, bit of a fish tail on that. That's better. I think with the Mujin, it pays to give it a good bit of a goja chuggy. And another one. These are the 300 spine. Another 300. Oh, a bit high. Have we got any more? Right, okay, so now the, sorry, 200 grain points. Those are 300 grain points. The arrows are 250 spine. Oh, feel the feel it on my back. In a good way. Just that warm feeling that you get. So let's have a look. So I'm quite happy that, apart from a couple of outliers, everything else is pretty much very, very close to the bottle. So in fact the bottle's come off the stick. So yeah, I have to say I'm really gelling with the Mujin. It's a nice weight. 55, feels heavier, feels almost as heavy as the Yeonmugung, but not quite. And it's heavier. It feels heavier than the Majesty for sure. But it feels really, really comfortable. Really nice to shoot. The last one. So, also have to say that I think since I started shooting at the bottle, my accuracy has improved quite a lot. So I think it's true what I say, aim small, miss small. Right, let's try again with the YMG, this time using the Lignum Vitae MJG, just to see whether it makes any difference. I have to say, since I got these are now both the Sugaji and the MJG are my favourite kind of rings. The wooden ones feel really nice to the touch, they're comfortable, This one just feels slightly too big. I might have to put a leather tab through it just to keep it in place. But it's supposed to be the same size as the Sugechi, but you know, obviously it's not an exact science. So let's try it. Ooh. That was on target. Ooh. That was close, but on the wrong side. I think I'm going to do this last one with the YMG on the 350 grain points. I'm going to take a rest. Put the string on my finger, I didn't have enough string twist, but the shot was true. Let's have a look. So I'm fairly happy with these. The first shot, oh, I picked up that's one. So first shot with a 350 grain point, touched the bottle, but went slightly to the right, to the right of it. Then I shot a 200 grain point by accident. I should have picked a red one. I got a blue. So that's gone to the right, well to the right. And then the third arrow, which was a 350 grain point, aiming at the bottle, went straight through the bottle. So happy with the red ones. Blue one, that was an accident. But yeah, the red ones have been true.